All right, we are on Capricorn, my favorite, because I'm a Capricorn sun. Christmas Day, baby. So these are our messages for September. For anyone who resonates with the sign of Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or other, does not matter. However you resonate with this sign, there might be a nugget of wisdom in here for you. The crown is on. So we are channeling messages always and only from the highest vibration of love and light, always and only in the highest good of anyone who receives. So September messages for my Cappies. For my Cappies. Anybody else kind of mad that cap now means lie? I don't get it. At least we're still the goat. That works. It's a balance, y'all. It's a balance. Oh my. And then we want this one. Yes. Oh, no way. So we we got the sun twice, kind of. Mani? 31. You got number 4. I'm just going to intuit. So he is, no, I'm not. I'm going to look it up. I don't think I've ever pulled this one. I'm excited. But I'm excited to show you all the cards. Time is precious. Be grateful for each passing minute. Using time well is a virtue. Be mindful of how you use your time, which may mean doing very little if that is of benefit. I was just thinking about this. It's crazy that I'm a Capricorn sun because I was just thinking about this today. How I kind of took today, I only had this one day, this one full day this week where I don't have my son. And so I had my alone time today. And I took today to soak in my feet. I went and did some not necessarily fun shopping, but I took it easy. I didn't like make myself do anything. And I drove around for a little bit. I went and drove by the new apartment that I'm moving to, which I'm very excited about. And so I just kind of did what I wanted in the moment. But I was thinking how hard that has been for me to get to a place where I don't feel like I'm being lazy or procrastinating or not productive, right? As a Capricorn sun, we need to be productive. We need to be checking the boxes. We need to be checking things off the list, but it's not necessary. We've got to get out of that energy. Okay, so this is closely connected to the moon. I was wondering if that was the moon or the sun because it's very vibrant, but if you look at the sky, I guess it's pretty obvious. It's the moon. The Vikings told time by the moon, not the sun. The 28-day moon cycle was a reliable timekeeper. And they were aware of the connection between the cycles of the moon and the tides, blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to get a gauge. Mani is both one name for the moon as well as the name of a god within the Norse cosmos closely connected with the moon. Mani was the brother of the goddess Sol, who you also got. This is really cool. This is really cool. So he's the brother of the goddess Sol and was fathered by Mundilfari, which is time. It is unusual in any mythos for the moon to have a masculine association, but here we are. With Mani, we may have the origins of the man in the moon. Both Sol and Mani were seen to circle the earth each day in a chariot. So the fact that you got both, for me, it's a message of something coming full circle. It's a message of more than one thing in your life falling into place, right? Like a balance, okay? So I'm going to look up, but right in between, so that's 31, that's 4. Right in between the two, you got the sunstone. So you got Sol and the sunstone and the moon. So 36, this is 9, which is my life path number. You don't care. I'm like, that's it. That's all I need to know. Trust. Sunstone says trust. Even if a situation seems opaque and unknowable, trust that you will find a way through. Look past the illusion. Discover the facts. Seek clarity. Find a different perspective. I have recently been turned on to a video series that is blowing my fucking mind about the truth of our history, especially around World War I, World War II. And I'm telling you, my whole perspective on this reality matrix is changing. Look into things that interest you, that fascinate you, they'll move you toward your purpose, okay? Talks about their navigation skills were incredible. Their cultural ambition to greatly extend their territories was supported not only by the solidly built boats, but by their ability to travel the seas. They just were good at what they did. And so trust that you are going to go that way, that you're going to find the things. If you just follow your passions every day and and even seek new if there's something on your list that you've always wanted to do, September is the time to do it. But also notice on this card is an eclipse, and there are 2 eclipses in September. Okay, and Sagittarius got a similar, not the same card, but the card also had the eclipse on it. There are 2 in September, so you are going to really be moved. You're really going to be launched forward in September. Let's look up Soul. So you got 4, and then you got Sunstone is 9, and Soul is 8. It's 36 to 35. So it's like another countdown. So let's look at Soul. Look how beautiful this is. Your sense of personal power will increase. Fuck yeah. Be confident. Didn't the sun, seriously, didn't it say, what did I just, yeah, well, talking about how they knew what they were doing, right? The Vikings knew what they were good at, and they just went and did it, right? Your sense of personal power will increase. Be confident. Your situation will improve quickly. Yes, and I'm seeing, so you got, like, seriously, the sun and the moon, duh. And the eclipse is on this one too. Look at that. The sun and the moon together. I don't know if that represents an eclipse, but that's the message coming through. So don't come at me. I you know, it's okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to be all right. Okay. So the fact that we got the sun and the moon, and that we got 2 eclipses in September, Cappies, big shit coming. Like, first of all, Pluto, bye-bye. Pluto's now in Aquarius for the next 17, 20 some years. I don't even know, 21, 22 years. It has been plaguing us for 17 years, 16, 17 years. We have been kept from our full potential because we needed to heal. We needed to grow. We needed to break free of the bonds of what this earthly plane does for Capricorns, right? Like, we needed to learn that those walls were not even there to begin with, that we put them there so that we could have a safe space to heal. Now we're breaking free of them, right? They don't exist anymore. This says, though, do not procrastinate. After I just said we try to break free of that, right? Let's not worry about that. Choose love over hate. Always, always. Do not be distracted by gossip or mockery. Don't let yourself get pulled in. If you are still in groups where that occurs more often than not, it's time to leave. Cappies, time to fucking check. Time to go. Time to go. Time to find new groups that don't do that shit, okay? These are lower forms of communication. Gossip is not serving you anymore. It doesn't serve anyone except for the ego. Well, I don't really want to touch the heart, but the ego is in the solar plexus and in the mind, right? It only serves the ego. Sorry, the crown is a little itchy. Surround yourself with positive people. Yeah, time to remove yourself from situations that are gossipy, that are lower vibration, okay? I want to read you this little, there's a little poem in this for soul. Every cell of my being reaches up like the face of a flower, turning towards your greatness. You are the source of all warmth, the catalyst to my change, the flow of love to all things, golden and beautiful. I feel filled with now. I am soul. Okay, so the sun and the moon, I mean, I can't even, like, this is just like, hey, focus on the eclipses. And there's going to be space between the two, right? And that's when you're really going to, I want to say another sign got, oh, you're really going to need to integrate. I feel like that's your turbo boost. Like, you know, in Mario Kart, when you hit the part on the road that you know is going to launch you fast. That's what between the 2 eclipses is for you, Cappy, okay? Soul is both a goddess and the sun itself. Soul and her brother Manny were born of time when the universe was being created. This is a whole new path for you, Cappy. This is a whole new life. Like, this is like, you can't even predict the shift that's going to happen. I think for some of you before the first eclipse, but for sure between the 2 and by the time the second one comes along, it's just gonna turbo boost you into the next reality. Soul was as golden and beautiful as her brother was silvery and light. At first, Soul was not sure of her role, but then the gods created times of darkness and times of light, assigning Soul the day and Manny the night. So this just speaks of a whole new, like, just brand new reality. We already have shifted to a new timeline from Lionsgate. All of humanity is on a new timeline. Cappies, you're the bosses, okay? You're this father energy. You take charge. You are natural born leaders. You're really going to start seeing that in September.